Hi all, it's just me, the camera girl for Kevin's Micro Homestead and theselfreliantlife.com. And today I'm actually on this side of the camera because I wanted to share something with you. You'd think I would have this figured out after over 31 years of being married to this man, but apparently he caught me. And the other day, he comes to me and says, "Hey honey, can you help me for a minute?" And when Kevin says that to me, that's when I need to be nervous and know that it's not just going to take a minute and I'm probably going to have some very sore muscles the next day. I think he forgets that I'm like less than half his size and I'm only 5'3". I don't know. But so he comes to me the other day and says, "Honey, can you help me for a minute? I want to see if we can move something just a few feet." Well, it wasn't just a few feet, and it wasn't just something. It was a big 16-foot fiberglass greenhouse. And the greenhouse was more than a few feet. I want to show you where it was. You know where it was? It was right down there at our neighbor's house. Now, Kevin went for a walk the other day and was visiting with our neighbor, and he gave him this greenhouse, which of course my husband said he would love to have. The only kicker was we had to actually physically carry it, push it, and get it to our property. Now I want you to see, we had to go about 450 feet. We had to get it out of their yard over to the edge of our lane, which is all of our driveway, and then get it all the way down this lane, up here, to our house. I'm guessing it's somewhere around 450 feet to our place, which is what, 3 football fields? I don't know, I'm not a sports gal, but I'm thinking that's a few football fields. And then once we got it here, we had to get it into the yard where we want to place this thing. So yes, little me pushed this greenhouse with my hubby's help, of course, and one of our neighbors actually came out. She helped us a little bit get it down the driveway so that we could get it at our place, so my husband could get his new little toy all set up in the yard. But I'm going to let him tell you a little bit more about that. So the moral to this story is free isn't always free. And if Kevin says, "Can you help me for a minute?" tell him no, I cannot help you even for a minute.
Hey, Kevin here, and I thought I'd give you the other half of that story you just got started on, and that's the prize. And so I was visiting with my older neighbor down the way here, and we were standing there the other day talking, and he says, "Hey, I think I'm done with this greenhouse. You want it?" I said, "Sure, why not?" And so then I had to figure out how to get it here, and we had plenty of deliberation and lots of meeting of the minds from all the neighbors who had to give me their 2 cents worth of how they think we should have picked it up with a crane or put it up on a trailer or come up with some other block and tackle and very complicated and technically, you know, crazy stuff that we needed to do to move this from clear the hell over there to here. And so what it turned out to do is we just got some 2x4s and 2x6s, slid it underneath and skidded the thing across, and it moved, you know, pretty well, just sliding along on the 2x, and so here it is. It's this thing's about 25 years old and it's still rock solid. It's a solid piece of fiberglass, so they just don't go anywhere. It's like a big boat, and it's 8x16 roughly. And it's, you know, it allows a surprising amount of light inside the structure here, and it's going to need a little bit of work. There is actually some gas operated heat vents that open and close with the temperature. These have since stopped operating, but you can buy these still, so I'm going to have to get a couple more. And it's got a, you know, back window here for ventilation, and then another one just like this in the door. And they build these in Tacoma, Washington. They're still making them. I'm guessing they're probably in the $4,000 range. So when he offered it to me, I figured the price was right. And so right now it's sitting between the house and the RV because we wanted to get it out of the driveway so the cars could be parked, but we just haven't gotten around the corner of the house yet to where we're going to go. I'll show you where we're going to wind up here. We'll just take a walk down the back side of the house, which is a little easier than shimmying between the greenhouse and the house. But basically we want to take it, and this is going to give us a second greenhouse. We're going to go down behind those two trees over there, is right on the border of our property, and so we're just going to slide it around the corner. If you want to pan over, you can see the back side of the greenhouse there. We got to come around the corner of the porch and slide down between the front of the porch here and all of our stuff. There's about 10 feet wide here, so we got 2 feet of wiggle room to get down through here. And then the interesting part is going to be getting behind those two trees. It's probably going to set about, the front of it will be around right in here somewhere, and then the back end will be down here, about right here. So that's where we're going to park it. There's a lot of sun right here. This is the south side of our property, so plenty of sunshine. The trees aren't in the way, so this is a good spot for it. And that's some nice ground right there. So it's going to turn into a little bit of a business. So, you know, talked about the side hustle thing, a little nursery growing business that we're going to be doing come spring. Going to plant a variety of different things in there and sell them at the local farmers markets and just off the driveway here. And so we'll see how that goes, but you can make a substantial amount of money in very little time and effort and very little investment, especially when the greenhouse comes for free. And so that's what we're going to be working on. It's almost December. Today's the 29th of November, so we're green. I mean, because we're in the Pacific Northwest on the coast here, and so it's a lot warmer, and our tomatoes and peppers are still alive. And so anyway, we got a lot of growing season here, so we've got a good advantage for that as well. So we'll have 2 greenhouses going on, and should be able to pump out a lot of veggies and flowers and herbs and bedding plants and all kinds of good stuff. So we're looking forward to that. So today we're going to finish up with, we're going to paper the last side of the house. We got a day and a half of no rain, as you can see by the wheelbarrow that's filled with rainwater from sitting here. We're going to paper the last side of the house so that we're weathered in and we don't have any wood exposed out here, any site or sheeting exposed. Our south, or our sorry, this is our south side. Our east side of the house, here's the last side we needed to get papered in. It was the least affected by the weather, but we're going to have to get it buttoned up. So we got to move this greenhouse forward. We're just sliding it on these 2x4s, just kind of skidding it along, and it takes a little effort, but it moves. So
a little effort.
Okay, a little more than a little effort. We're going to get it over here, turn it around the corner, and start working it that way, but we got to get it out of the way over here because we can't really get in here and do our tar paper on the side here without moving it out of the way. So that was your update. We're going to get at it here and see you on the next video.